All right, we're back at it again. I'm ready to go. I got the frog no hippo shirt on. We're decent. We're good. We're vibing. I got my Naruto Shippuden 2023 calendar with me today, which means I'm a boss ass bitch. So we're good. All right, so I ain't got much for you guys this week. Again, like last week, I'm recovering from my week of vacation, which it was good. It was good. I liked it. It was all right. Not bad. Not bad. Didn't get to record anything, so that's why you're getting it now. And I also haven't posted a TikTok in a while, so I'm falling behind. I gotta do stuff, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So I want to talk about two shows that I've been watching recently. The first of which is a classic that I've been meaning to watch for years. Let's pull it up. Let's do it. Twin Peaks. Good show. Me likey. So I just finished season 1. And man, just what a ride. What a ride it's taken me on so far. It's kind of crazy. I actually didn't expect to get into the mystery as much as I am currently. I figured it was going to be one of those shows that I kind of appreciated for what it did and for what it does, like, not necessarily with its narrative, but as a television show. Because I knew that it, took the soap opera kind of mystery style and, poked at it a bit, made a little bit of fun of it. But I'm actually, way too invested in what's going on. Way too invested. So first of all, I just want to just talk about the mystery. It's also well connected. There's so many threads going on. Basically, the whole plot is just a girl is murdered in this relatively small town. An FBI agent comes in. He's working with the local police to try and piece it all together. And it's absolutely fascinating the way that everything connects. It's so crazy. There's so many characters, so many small town people, and they have all these little secrets. It's very small town of them to have these secrets, and they're very hushly spoken of. And basically, all these secrets kind of come to light through the mystery as it progresses. So, for instance, the girl that was killed has a drug problem. The lady one of the ladies in the diner, her husband deals the drugs, or at least traffics them. That husband also beats the shit out of her because he's a terrible person and should die. Does he die? I don't remember if he dies. Maybe not yet. He's just definitely shot a couple times. But anyway, then he's connected to another person, and it all just ends up going back to the central mystery of what happened to this girl, Laura Palmer, what happened to her. And it's just really fascinating how all these threads connect. I think it does a really good job of holding that down. I also love how the show dots itself with paranormal bullshit. It's kind of wild. There's this one part of, I think, episode 5 or 6, where Agent Cooper, the FBI agent, has a dream. And it's basically Laura Palmer singing to him. If I recall correctly, she's singing to him, and she gives him a kiss. And there's a one-armed man, and it's really creepy, and it's really weird, but within this dream, he's able to kind of piece things together to the point where he's almost got the mystery solved, and it's so crazy. There's another episode that really fascinates me. I think I watched this in a lit theory class one time. I think that's how impactful this episode kind of is. Cooper and the police officers set it up so Cooper's throwing rocks at a glass bottle. And he's basically crossing names off. He's focusing on throwing the rocks at the bottle, and there's a person behind him saying the names on a white chalkboard. Leo Johnson. And he throws the rock, and he's seeing if it hits the bottle at all, if it smashes the bottle, what to investigate from there, essentially. It's really abstract and stupid, but I'm just excited to see where that goes. Because I know it's going somewhere. One thing about Agent Cooper that I find fascinating is that he's always talking on his recorder to, I believe it's Diane? Yeah, I want to say it's Diane. Might be Donna. One or the other. Anyway, absolutely fascinating. And by the way, Cooper is by far my favorite character. I think he's one of my favorite protagonists I've ever seen in anything ever. He is so fucking hilarious. He's just so fascinated by the fact that he's in such a small town. And I kind of love that about him. Like, being from a small town myself, I love his enthusiasm. He gets me. He gets me, you know? And just to say, the final episode of season 1, absolutely batshit wild. So much shit happens. I can't even wrap my mind around it still. I've watched maybe an episode and a half of the second season, and it's all starting to come to fruition. And it's... Oh, man, that last episode just kicked my ass so hard. It was so good. But with all that being said, I'm really excited to finish up season 2. I don't know how season 3 is. I know they made it in 2017. I don't know if it's any good or not. I'm definitely going to watch season 2. We'll report back once that's complete. Seems like there's more episodes in this one, like 22 instead of 8. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. So the next thing I want to talk about is something that I've been watching for the last few weeks. It's really taken a grip on me ever since I watched the first season, and now the second season's airing, and I am fucking loving it. It is so good. So we're going to talk about Vinland Saga Season 2. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Anime time. I get to be a weeaboo live on air. Okay, so Vinland Saga is just one of the best anime that I've ever seen in my entire life. I've been watching anime for a long time. And this one absolutely kills it. I'm more of a manga reader these days, just because I find the source material to typically be better, for lack of a better word, really. I just do. That's just my opinion. Not to hate on anime watchers, I totally get, like, wanting to watch it rather than reading it. Reading sucks, and it is for nerds. But this is one anime that I absolutely refuse to check out the manga for until I see it all animated, because I am loving it. I'm loving it. That might not that might not hold up past season 2 though, because like I really need more Vinland Saga. I really can't be without it. But that's how good it is. That's how much I'm loving it. So basically, if you don't know anything about Vinland Saga, it's basically about this kid who is taken away to war, and through circumstances, we'll just say circumstances, and basically grows up fighting in war as in the age of Vikings, essentially. And this whole season is about basically his redemption. It's his redemption arc, and it's very interesting because his redemption arc is actually him living as a slave after the events of the last season. So the main character, Thorfinn, he basically, his whole purpose was to get his revenge on the man that killed his father. He followed him around on the battlefield, learning after him, fighting him every so often, losing every single time, until another man kills his target, and he's taken away as a slave at the end of the first season. Spoilers. So now he's trying to... Well, he's not really trying to do anything. He's just kind of living as an empty shell so far. It was only in this last episode that he kind of realized that, I think. And is finally trying to heal from that and become a better person. It was also that episode that he fucking square knocked a guy's jaw just right out of place, and it was so fucking sick, and he so deserved it, and I'm so glad he did it. Even though they're currently getting the shit beat out of them, I guess we'll see what happens next episode. It can't come soon enough, man. It can't. So, like, I don't know how I feel about the redemption arc being a slavery arc. Like, I'm still kind of coming to grips with that idea. But so far, I do think it's working. I really do. Because Thorfinn is this character that I feel like really just needed some time to sit. He really needed to dwell on who he was as a person, what his goals are. And though he hasn't figured that out yet, you can see that he's finally starting to get somewhere with it. He has all but really forgiven his previous target for revenge. Actually kind of admitting that, through flashbacks, not really admitting, but kind of shows that he was kind of a father figure to Thorfinn as he grew up on the battlefield, like, oddly enough. And yeah, he's again trying to just become a better person, and it's really interesting. Again, don't really know if I really jive with the idea that the slavery arc is the redemption arc, but it's working. It's working, and I'm loving it nonetheless. So even if I do have some ideological disagreements, thematically, narratively, loving it all the way. One interesting part about this season is that the slave owner himself hates violence. And basically the entire idea is that Thorfinn and his friend, whose name is Einar, I think his name's Einar, that's what I have written here anyway, him and his friend Einar are basically trying to start a farm to sell enough crops to buy their way out of slavery, which is something they can do. And again, this slave owner, he hates violence. The episode before last was basically him admitting that. He is told to, basically he has to, doesn't have to, but he was encouraged to beat a slave, and he was miserable by the fact that he had, with quotes, heavy air quotes, had to do this. It killed him inside, which is, really interesting. I'm just excited to see where his character goes, just through the narrative. I'm very interested in him specifically. Let's go to Einar. Einar appeared this season. He's a new character. His family basically got torn apart by Vikings. And he is also a slave. He got sold into slavery. And he is such a great counterpart to Thorfinn. Thorfinn this whole season, Thorfinn's always been pretty quiet, but he's been really reserved, and you don't get many words out of him. The most words you get out of him is him screaming in the middle of the night because he's having nightmares about killing all the people he did on the battlefield at the age of 14. It's crazy. But Einar is this great counterpart for him. He's always speaking up. He's very bold in a lot of ways. He's funny, very funny. He just works off of Thorfinn's reservation so well. It's really terrific to see Thorfinn actually develop a friendship with anybody, especially this far into a series. This is episode 30 in total, and Thorfinn finally made a friend. And the episode where he's like, "We're friends, aren't we?" Oh, my heart. Oh, it broke. It just broke. It really just broke. I need Thorfinn to be okay. I need Einar to be okay. Terrific characters. I love them both. One episode I do want to make mention of, there's one, I believe it's episode 5, where the guy who killed, or basically this character from season 1 returns, the guy who killed Askeladd, who's took Thorfinn onto the battlefield, the guy he was trying to get revenge against, Canute, who is now, I think, Prince of the Danes. And you get a small insight into what he's been doing for the past few years while Thorfinn's been a slave. And, man, I'm just excited to see what he's at. I'm so excited to see what's going on in the world right now. Because this is based off of a true story. This is all about Vikings. Eventually, we know what's going to happen. We're going to see Thorfinn and his friends travel to Vinland, which is I think the coast of Greenland, Labrador, and the tip St. Anthony in Newfoundland, where Lance Meadows is too, which is fantastic because I'm from Newfoundland, and to see Vinland in the name and know that's kind of referencing Newfoundland is, it brings me some joy. Kind of goes back to the small town thing I was talking about with Twin Peaks, where it's like, I like that. God, cut that. Anyway, just to clue things up here, I'm really excited to see Thorfinn deal with his trauma a little bit more. Again, he's been having these nightmares. He's obviously very traumatized, and I feel like once he gets through that trauma, I'm sensing that now he's going to soon realize that his new goal, is to go to Vinland. And I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped. This series gets me pumped like nothing else besides One Piece. That's crazy. I'm so into it. I'm 10 out of 10 so far. One of the best anime I've ever watched. If you're not watching Vinland Saga, even if you're not an anime fan, honestly, it's not even very anime. Really isn't. The action scenes are anime. Kind of. Not really. A little bit. But other than that, it's just terrific. It's so good. If you like Vikings, if you like medieval, if you like redemption arcs, traumatized characters, that kind of stuff, please watch. It's deadly. I love it. Do it right now. Do it! Come on! Also, the opening slaps. The opening's pretty fucking cool, I gotta say. Pretty sick. Pretty dope. All right, that's all I have for today. Thanks so much for watching this video once again. Please like, subscribe, check out the TikTok, check out the Twitter, check me out on everything. Check out my Naruto calendar. Hell yeah, let's go Naruto. Oh man, I love Naruto shit Putin. What's in here? So we got I don't know any of these characters actually. I don't really like Naruto Shippuden. I really like the first Naruto series. Naruto Shippuden, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like after the time skip, it just kind of got shitty and boring. Whatever. One Piece is better anyway. Go watch One Piece. Go watch Vinland Saga. Go watch Twin Peaks. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.